And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. D. Ford in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Julian Edelman. This will be fielded at the 17. Muscles him off. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a and that's caught inside the 35. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Houston. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Able to get away. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Malik Collins in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and you had points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Now, that's a pretty play right there, and what I'm thankful for is it wasn't me in that situation, because one of the toughest things about defending the deep ball is not panicking, because the longer you run with a receiver, you're trying to figure out, am I close to him? Can I make a play on the football? Will I be there when the ball actually arrives, what we call the moment of truth? And in this case, the defender did not panic, stayed right with it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Lucky 56.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Edelman set to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Sliding out of the pocket to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And Detroit getting set to go now. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
On first down, Garoppolo. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Well, the Texans want to call another timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it here with Bernard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
We got 11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he stopped immediately there.
Detroit!
They get it to him running left. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. Now back to throw. We got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the... And this is caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll get it up the middle, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. D. Ford in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
12.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
21.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. D. Ford in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll pitch it out to Bell, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And that will swell the lead to 16. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And Philip Dorsett by himself. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Philip Dorsett with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, well, about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Ebron with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This is Bell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll go again with Bell. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Houston, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.